Hello, it's Tracy Jackson, also known as the Spiritual Cheerleader, and I'm coming to you this week with the pep tip of finding your community. When we start embarking down our spiritual path, many times the people that we have been friends with over the course of our lives, in our pockets of various stages of our life, they may not be interested in the same things that we have now become interested in. They may not be interested in learning more about spirituality or connecting with the divine or creating a spiritual practice or things of that nature. And even if they are, maybe they're not to the extent that we are. And it's a super, super hard process for many people because we have this feeling of, losing some of the friends that we really have grown to love and care for over time just because our feelings about certain things change. Um, you know, it happens over the course, and it's happened, to me for years. From a young age on up, I always kind of had this part of me that changed, and not everyone changed with me. I was very, very interested in, kind of growing myself and experiencing new things and wanting to do new things. That's something that I've always loved doing from a very, very young age. I grew up in a small town. I won't say it's small town. It's a large town for Alabama, but it's a small town in the relative scheme of things. It's smaller than where I live in Texas now. But the thing is, I knew it was too small for me. I knew that I wanted to live somewhere bigger. I went to school in New Orleans because New Orleans was bigger than this town, and then ended up moving to an even bigger town in Texas. And it was just something that I've always wanted to do. I always said that when I was little. And that feeling of always knowing that I wanted something more out of my life has been something that's permeated my life over the course. Obviously, when I was younger, that kind of manifested itself in me getting an education, becoming an attorney, and, living, as an attorney. That was kind of my dream. That was my goal. I accomplished it. And then I felt very, very unfulfilled. And it wasn't until I started exploring options for alternative careers that I happened upon a book called The Universe Has Your Back by Gabby Bernstein. And in that book, through that book, I would say, I ended up finding community. I found people that were kind of on the same track with me of wanting more out of life. And at the time when I first read the book, I didn't really know what I wanted. I just knew I wanted more than what I was getting right then. Obviously, over the course of, I would say, the past 3 years since I've read that book, I've gotten more clarity on what it is that I want to do and how it is I want to show up. But over that same period of time, I have grown and changed, and ended up kind of, leaving behind some of the friends that I had worked with and kind of come up with while I was an attorney here in Houston, because my priority no longer became doing some of the things that I did when I was younger as an attorney, because I wasn't looking to escape my life. I was really looking to live and enjoy my life. And when I was younger, I was doing a lot of things to kind of escape my life. So it became harder for me to kind of connect on that level. And, there are definitely some things that I still I still do, but I do it from a different level. Like I love movies, and that's something that I don't think will ever change for me. But now when I go see a movie, I feel like it's almost a teachable moment instead of just going to watch a movie just for the heck of it. Even though I say when I go to it, hey, I just want to watch this movie, I want to just zone out, whatever, I end up learning something valuable from the movie. Last year's movies that kind of like rocked me to my core were Star is Born and Bohemian Rhapsody. I felt both were very, very teachable movies. A Star is Born, obviously, learning to love your own voice and be authentic, and not given to the pressure to conform. And I think the same message could be said even for Bohemian Rhapsody. But both of those were kind of teachable tools for me. Obviously, movies like Aquaman, it was fun and kind of a mindless watch, but still a teachable message, talking about the environment and the oceans and things like that. So I say all of that to get back to my whole idea of finding community, because again, not everybody does that. Not everybody's going to the movies to like get a teachable moment out of it. They're going to the movies just to go to the movies, and that's fine. I'm not knocking it. That I did it for years and I still do it to an extent. It's just that usually I see some deeper meaning in the movies that I go see. I usually find some other message or see some other message that I may not have seen previously. And so I was looking for people that got things on that level with me. And it was hard, kind of finding and navigating to find those people that I really resonated with on a soul level. And it wasn't until I ventured out and started doing some things by myself that I was able to kind of find community. And even, now I'm still finding community in my locality of Texas, of this town in Texas. But I am basically, friends with people all over the nation and globe who have like-minded attitudes with me. So much so that I feel if I went to a certain locale that one of these people lived in, I could tell them I'm coming and we would meet and we would hang out. I feel like I know them so much. Just from our interactions online and some interactions from, meeting some of these people in person while they were here in the States and them going back home. One of these events that I was able to meet people in this way was Spirit Junkie Masterclass. It is an event that was put on by Gabby Bernstein. It was a 3-day event. And in that event, we learned really what it meant to show up and share our gift with the world. Now, this year, Gabby has changed it to be a 1-day event, jam-packed with all of these amazing tools and resources that are going to help you to show up and share your gifts with the world. It's really about not only, finding that community, because you are able to find that community, but you're able to find the purpose that you are possibly looking for. Like I said, that was something that I really wanted to do, was to explore some other type of career, some other way to show up in the world. And it wasn't until taking this course that I was able to see that I could live and make a livelihood doing something different than what I was doing at the time. Saying all of that, I still got the added benefit of having these amazing I call them family members. They are my soul family that I met at these events, people who are like-minded, who are going through the same things I'm going through, who I can talk to, who understand what I mean when I say, certain things like, I just didn't feel, aligned when I was doing that, or I don't really know how to express this in a way where I'm not going to, damage someone's ego or whatever, like, and therefore, I don't know if I want to say it, because I don't want to say it in a way that's crushing to someone, because that's not my intent. My intent is to teach or to share or whatever. But they get me, right? They get me on that soul level. And the only way that people can get you is when you step out and do something different. You do something that you've never done before, that you go for it. I had no idea. I knew no one when I was going to Spirit Junkie Masterclass. I had never met any of the people that were going to the event. I literally met them online, and I talked to them and communicated via, direct message online, but I never introduced myself. Like, I never saw them in person or, anything like that. I don't even think we had a video chat call beforehand. We had calls with Gabby where we would talk on the phone and we would hear one another, but it wasn't like we were talking directly with one another. And so it was really a little scary and off-putting for me to tell people, yeah, I'm going to New York. I don't know anybody, but I'm going to this event. Like, it could have, like in the past, I would have been freaked out to go, number one, to New York City by myself. I mean, because there was nobody I was meeting at the airport. I'm literally going to New York City and getting a lift to the hotel that I'm going to stay at. And once I even got to the hotel and everything, it wasn't as if, I had, a group waiting for me. I ended up seeing that there was someone that was going to the event that happened to be staying there. And so I saw her, but we would go at different times and different things as well. So it still ended up being me kind of going on my own and kind of learning on my own. And it was scary, but it was also exhilarating and exciting to do something on my own and then come and meet up with these amazing, amazing people and experience a collective sense of connecting with the divine with all of these people. It was 300 of us in a room, all meditating at the same time, all giving our energy and sharing our collective energy in finding our purpose and sending out that intention. It was an amazing experience and something that I will never forget. And because of that experience, I'm more prone now to do things that seem kind of off the wall. Like next week, I'm driving 4 hours to go to see a teacher that I have who's from Australia, who's flying into Texas to do an event at a bookstore. I'm driving 4 hours to see her, right? I don't know anybody that's going to this event. I don't know if there's gonna be anybody that I know at this event because I don't know anyone else that lives in that area that I know. So again, I'm going just on blind faith because I know her and I know the energy of the people that typically like her stuff. So I feel that we will have something in common. And you too can do that for yourself. It's really about taking that leap and doing something different. Obviously, right now, Gabby is getting ready to do her Spirit Junkie live event. I am an affiliate for the course because I've taken Spirit Junkie Masterclass level 1 and level 2. And I would love if you are interested in it to let me know. I'm happy to send you my link. I'm giving out some bonuses in relation to that as well. Obviously, they haven't been released now, but If you let me know, I'll be sure to send you the link when the bonuses, when everything is released, because the event goes live at a later date. But right now we're kind of in the midst of building up to it, and I wanted to share that with you now, because number one, that's just kind of my way. I want to be very authentic. I want to be very upfront with you, and I want you to know, like, I don't necessarily resonate with the launch that makes it seem like we're not about to do something big. She's about to release some more Spirit Junkie Live. I'm telling you that right now, right? There's several training videos that you can watch if you want, that are going to lead you up to this whole idea of, I'm about to launch Spirit Junkie Live. But the thing is, for me, what resonates for me right now is me telling you how my experience of Spirit Junkie Live was. Not the videos talking about confidence and not having doubt and stuff like that. Because, you know, I think seeing it all in person is so much more impactful than just seeing a video and hearing it told to you that way. And I also like to hear about people's experiences with these particular teachers. I don't necessarily want to just see a video that everyone else is putting out. So that's why I'm sharing what I'm sharing. I'm sharing the fact that for me, Spirit Junkie not only helped me to become who I am today, but it also allowed me to find my community. And if you're looking to find your community, I'm not saying that this is the only event that you can do that at, but there are a ton of us out here, and being a Spirit Junkie is something that is, it's kind of like a sorority or fraternity or something like that. Like, when you meet another one, you're instantly family. And there are so many other spiritual groups that are like that. I know Kyle Gray's Angel Tribe is like that. My Oracle School family is like that, from Colette Baron Reed. There's so many other ones that are like that. And so I don't want to by any means let you think that this is something that's exclusive to Spirit Junkie, but it was one of the first ones that I encountered, and therefore it's one of the ones I want to share with you. So obviously, if you're interested in learning more about Spirit Junkie Live, feel free to drop me a comment below or send me an email at tracysjackson444@gmail.com. I'll put that in the description. And if you want to know anything more about Spirit Junkie Live or my experience of Spirit Junkie Masterclass, feel free to continue to watch this. I'm going to put out some more videos and share some more messages about the event, obviously, as the week goes on. And I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you are able to find that community that you're looking for. Obviously, like I said, if you need any help with that as well, feel free to reach out to me, because I know sometimes it's really hard to navigate. Like, I like this particular area. What's a good group for me to join? Let me tell you, I have, you know, kind of dabbled in many spiritual areas, as far as astrology and oracle cards and, you know, teachers of A Course in Miracles, and, you know, just everything possible under the sun, intuition, everything. So if there's a particular area of focus that you're looking for, please let me know. I know a lot of teachers, a lot of them have groups and things like that for you to meet other people. So please feel free to drop a comment below, because I would love to be able to help steer you in the right direction. And I hope you have a great week this week. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye.